So I was reading in the book of Genesis the other day, in Genesis chapter 4, where Adam and Eve chose to eat from the tree of knowledge. And God came and he spoke to them after that. And I wanted to share my thoughts about it, or what actually came to me from that reading. So I'll read the scripture first and then I'll expand on that. It says in Genesis 4, verse 16, to the woman he said, and he being God, of course, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor, you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. To Adam, he said, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through the painful toil, you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow, you will eat your food until you return to the ground. Since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return. So, what I gathered from this. So God says to the woman, I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. But birth is a beautiful thing. Having a baby is such an amazing experience for a woman, and it's a blessing. It's truly a blessing to be a mom. But to get to that, you have to go through pain. You're going to go through some pain to get to that. The next part, Adam, he says, cursed is the ground because of you. Through the painful toil, you will eat food from it. Eating food is amazing. It's filling. It makes you happy. It gives you the energy you need to survive. But to get that food, you're going to go through some pain working for it. Even not just pain, but just the day-to-day going to work to survive, making money so that you can feed yourself, so you can feed your family, so that you can pay your bills, all of those great things. So from this, what came to me is that in life, we have so many things that we're striving to do. We have goals we're wanting to achieve. We have just a list of these to-dos that we want to accomplish and see completed. And sometimes we feel like, or we think that these things are just supposed to land in our lap, that it's just supposed to happen magically, that we don't have to put any work or effort towards these things to make things happen. If God said that two things, if you think about it, that are needed to repopulate the earth, necessary. Otherwise, we wouldn't continue to grow and expand. There's going to be some pain about it. To eat, we have to eat, right? We got to work and toil the land and, have crops and all of those things. There's going to be some work put behind it. But we have to have food to survive, right? So if it's necessary to have some pain and maybe a little bit of suffering behind those things, who's to say or to even think that the things that you're trying to achieve, that you don't need to put any work in? There's got to be some work put behind it. And the good news is if you pray and ask for God's guidance for those things, He's going to lead you in the right direction. He's going to provide you the tools that you need to get there. And He's going to hold your hand along the way. Now, something else that I wanted to mention that as I was reading this, where God says, your desire will be for your husband and he will rule over you. Now, some people may read that and be like, I don't want anyone ruling over me. I don't want that, right? But it's a beautiful thing, again, to be in a marriage where your husband is a provider, your husband is guiding you, and you're able to focus on being a mother. You're able to focus on being there for your children. You're able to focus on being there for yourself. And clearly, Eve convinced Adam to get the apple. So or to get the fruit, because it doesn't specifically, did y'all know that? It doesn't specifically say it was an apple. It says that it was a fruit. So just thought I'd put that out there as well. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny if you think about it, but it's kind of like God saying, you need your husband to rule over you and to make the decisions, because clearly you weren't thinking in the right way. We're emotional as women. We are emotional beings, and sometimes we make decisions out of emotion. And maybe she was a little emotional when the serpent came to have a conversation with her. But yeah, I just wanted to just mention, work hard to reach your goals. Pray about it first. Pray and ask God if it's something that you should be doing, and if it's a part of His will and His plan for you. And expect that there may be some pain, there may be some suffering, and that you are going to have to put some work in. There may be some painful toil, right? In getting to what you want to achieve. But don't give up. You got this. I believe in you. God bless you.